Ancient Egypt was not just a civilization. It was a world far ahead of its time. Thousands of years ago, when most humans lived in small villages, Egypt built monuments that still stand today. Massive pyramids, perfectly aligned, carved from stone weighing tons. They mapped the stars, created complex religion, developed writing, built cities along a river that gave life to the desert. But here's the mystery. How did such an ancient society achieve so much? How did they organize millions of stones without machines? And why, after thousands of years of power, did this civilization slowly fade into silence? Tonight, we step into the ancient world of Egypt to witness the rise, the power, and the secrets of one of history's greatest civilizations. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Echoes of History, where lost voices of the past finally get to speak. Tonight, we explore the ancient Egyptian civilization, from its beginning to its mysterious decline. Egypt was just a land divided by desert, but one thing made life possible: the river. Every year, water flooded the land. When it receded, fertile soil remained. This allowed crops to grow. Villages formed along the riverbanks. People began farming wheat and barley. Animals were domesticated. Communities grew. Over time, small villages united. Leadership emerged, and eventually, kings ruled. These rulers controlled land, water, and people. They organized farming, collected food, built structures. Society became structured. Farmers worked the land, craftsmen built tools, priests guided religion, soldiers protected borders. At the top stood the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh was not just a king, he was believed to be divine, a living god. His role was to maintain balance, order, harmony. This belief unified the civilization. People worked together. Large projects became possible. Temples were built. Cities expanded. Trade developed. Egypt grew stronger, and soon it began building monuments, structures designed to last forever. As Egypt grew, its ambition increased. Pharaohs wanted immortality. They wanted their names remembered, so they ordered massive constructions. Stone blocks were quarried, transported, lifted, placed with incredible precision. Workers organized in teams. Engineers planned angles. Architects designed structures. The pyramids became symbols of power. But they were not the only achievements. Egyptians mastered stone carving. They created statues taller than buildings. They built temples aligned with the sun. They developed writing known as hieroglyphs. They recorded history. Religion became central. Gods represented nature, the sun, the river, the sky, life, and death. Temples became centers of culture. Priests performed rituals. Festivals celebrated seasons. Meanwhile, trade expanded. Gold from the south, wood from distant lands, precious stones. Egypt became wealthy. Cities flourished, population increased. The civilization reached its peak, powerful, organized, advanced. But even powerful civilizations faced challenges, and slowly, Egypt began to change. Over centuries, leadership weakened. Conflicts emerged. Resources became harder to manage. Flood patterns changed. Economic strain appeared. Foreign powers invaded. Control shifted. Some monuments were abandoned. Cities declined. Knowledge was lost. The once powerful civilization fragmented, but the structures remained. Pyramids stood, temples survived, statues watched silently. The desert slowly covered everything. Sand buried streets, wind erased footprints. Time hid the civilization. For thousands of years, Egypt slept, until modern explorers returned. They uncovered ruins, decoded writing, studied monuments, and realized something incredible. Ancient Egypt was not primitive, it was advanced. organized, sophisticated. Even today, some mysteries remain. How were pyramids built so precisely? Why were temples aligned with stars? What knowledge did they possess? The civilization may be gone, but its secrets remain. The desert wind moves again. The pyramids stand in silence. Ancient Egypt has faded, but it has never truly disappeared, because beneath the sand, its story is still waiting to be told.